Hi, I'm Todd Heitkamp, the owner of Dakota Angler here in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, with this week's 2-minute fishing report. Well, folks, Mother Nature didn't do us any favors this past weekend, and with Mother's Day weekend, it just really wasn't a great time to get out there weather-wise. A lot of cold, a lot of wind, and a lot of rain made it pretty uncomfortable for those that went out. But those that did go out had a little bit of success out there for the walleyes. Up in the northeastern part of the state, Wabae was probably the hottest lake that we can see right now in the reports that are coming in, and seem to be doing really well for the 15 to 19 inch type of fish. Other lakes included Hazelton, Opitz, Blue Dog, Rush, Indian Springs, and Horseshoe all produced a few walleyes, as well as Bitter. But Bitter just doesn't seem to be on the rise right now as far as the bite is concerned. Down the southeastern part of the state, those lakes that produced some really nice fish this past weekend included Dry by Willow Lake, Ponset, Thompson, East Oakwood, 81 Ponds, Sinai, Madison, Island, Wall, Vermilion, and even a few guys caught walleyes at Whitewood, if you can believe it. And then as far as the Missouri River, guys are catching fish really up and down the river system right now as far as the Missouri River is concerned, mainly using live bait and jigs. Some guys are pulling plugs or even pulling bottom bouncers. But then also a lot of guys are casting plugs into the shallows and doing fairly well, especially during the late afternoon and evening hours. Now, what have guys been using on the lakes to catch those fish? A lot of guys are still using live bait, obviously, a lot of jigs and minnows. And also the guys have been going into jigs and plastics, whether or not you're talking about a twister tail or a swim bait. And then also guys are throwing some shallow crankbaits like the X-Wraps have been working really well of late as well. In this week's version of Todd's Tackle Tips, we're going to talk about the free fishing weekend coming up here in South Dakota this weekend. Yes, that's right, folks. You don't need to have a license, and guess what? It's also free admittance into the state parks. Only here this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in South Dakota. It's a great opportunity to get out and enjoy the outdoors here in the state of South Dakota. The thing that you need to keep in mind, though, is all regulations and limits still apply. So all the rules and regulations that you see in the handbooks are still applicable for this weekend. So again, no license needed and no entrance in the state park needed, but the regulations and the limits still apply. And in recognition of Free Fishing Weekend, we're going to have a number of sales going on here at the store, so make sure you stop on by. If you're needing a pole or anything else, we're going to have some great deals for you. So again, get out and enjoy the weekend for Free Fishing Weekend only here in South Dakota. Now it's time to take a look at a few photos that you sent in to me this past week. And remember, folks, if you'd like your photo included in next week's version of the 2-minute fishing report, please send it to me. Send it to todd@dakotaangler.com or post it to our Facebook wall. And if I use your photo, your name will be entered into the monthly drawing for a $25 gift certificate. And folks, obviously you may or may not have heard, but we do have leeches in, so if you're looking for leeches, stop on by. They've been fairly nice. This past week we got them in, and they were really nice leeches for this time of year. Honestly, quite surprised that we got them in this early, but it looks like we'll have them in from here on out. So if you're looking at buying a half pound or a full pound of leeches sometime this summer, give us a call to reserve it today. That number is 605-336-9132. And then a couple of weeks from now, it is going to be Memorial Day weekend. It's hard to believe that it's already upon us, and we're going to have some great sales on them for Memorial Day weekend. So stop on by, especially if you're looking at line counters, whether or not it's a reel or the combo. We're going to have some great deals for you, and we'll be announcing those deals in next week's report. Well, folks, that's this week's version of the 2-minute fishing report. For Dakota Angler, I'm the owner, Todd Heitkamp, and as we say around here, fish on. We'll see you next time. And again, thanks for watching.